This right here is pretty good. I eat this raw all the time. Not sure. Um, I eat the little flower buds also. Um, no part of it tastes bad or anything. A lot of plants just taste good, so for me that's an easy, um, reading or listening to people talk about what's good or bad for you just seems to be mostly misinformation. Most hardly any of them are picking up a plant and stick it in their mouth and saying this right here, and they're all talking, Latin or whatever. Like I said, the Rumix crispus is a huge dock family, and um, tastes horrible. And nobody wants to mention that. Tastes horrible. You don't want to put that plant in your mouth and eat it. You know, um, it's good for you. Okay, great. Well, then tell people how to prepare it properly. You want to cook that down. You want to eat the smallest leaf. Here, let's talk about the dock again real quick. The dock leaf, the smaller they are, the more tender they are, and so it will have a more edibility, factor. And I'm mixing it, in a whole pot full of other plants and stuff and flavors anyway, so it's not even going to matter. But typically a dock leaf is bigger than this whole pot. It's bigger than my hand. It's like a foot and a half by a foot and a half size leaf, and they're very extremely bitter. So it's going to taste horrible. I mean, it would, care how medically good for you it is, it's going to make you sick from the taste. So people like the taste. Well, they people like skim milk too. I mean, it's an acquired taste. And the dock family, the Polygonaceae family, is huge. And so um, once again, plants, names, whatever. There's plenty of them, and they're all different, and they're all can be called the same name and be a different plant. I'm telling you, this right here tastes great, and it's got little teeny flower bulbs on it that are going to open up. I think they're a white flower. And anyway, put that whole thing, put the whole thing in there. And that's just a noxious weed in my yard. And I mean, I can't afford to go and buy, expensive, good green vegetables, at the store, and the farmer's market doesn't exactly give away anything. So let's see, we already went over, these are mustard. These are all mustard greens. This is wild mustard. Um, this is a legume right here, and or these little teeny skinny things are peas of some sort. I have no idea what kind. Tastes good though. These two. And they shoot their little seeds at you, So anyway, if you can get the seeds out, what I do is I scrape. Let me show you how I'm chewing on it, but I scrape the seeds out, and chew out the stem is pretty, stemmy, but the seeds are taste just like peas or a normal seed. So if you want to take the time for those. And the mustard I didn't bring in or show you the plant, but it's got the same types of seeds, but they're extremely strong tasting, and this is a really strong tasting plant, easily noticeable. Alright, peace. This is a video on some of my noxious weeds. I have a variety of random plants and stuff growing everywhere, just like everybody else, and not always sure what anything is. Actually don't know what anything is. And so as a forager, psychonaut, I tend to bioassay things, which basically means I'm experimenting. And there's a lot of information on wild foods and raw foods and vegetables and etc., and a lot of it's controversial and not always accurate. So I can just tell you that all of my videos and anything that I'm doing is food that I normally personally eat and consume, And there are many names and many different families of most plants, and so a lot of times in references people or things will just refer to something and it will actually be not the right plant, and then they won't even show a picture, or they'll show a picture instead of a video, because it is what it is. They have a very basic information, and I also have very basic information, but I choose to put my health and life in front of everything else first. So I only eat and know what I'm eating. And these right here are my onions from my garden, and wild onions actually, and garlic. And these are my stinging nettles. And a quick one on stinging nettles: shouldn't really be eaten by men after they go into flower, at least as a daily or a juicer, because they change their properties at that point. This is mustard, wild mustard that is. This is all just stuff that grows everywhere. These are noxious weeds. And mustard is extremely strong tasting, and the younger leaves are not, they don't have those ridges, they don't have the multi ridges out yet. They'll just start off as like a smaller leaf. Let me see here. More like that, and it's not as strong of a bite. These are docks. This is a red spotted dock. The name doesn't exist. Once again, Rumex crispus is a huge family of docks, and I haven't found any real accurate information to say that there are any poisonous docks, and I've only found much information to say that they're all edible. Either way, I just bioassayed that, and I assure you that that is far more edible as a small, oh, I forgot